Alright guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Creative Watcher. So in today's video we're going to be talking about how we can create a text effect that is rugged, like a rough kind of like text effect. Without any further ado, let's jump into the video. So now we are on Photoshop. Let's type out our text. So I'm going to use a text, change my color to black, and the font I'm going to use, every asset and everything used in the design is under the description, is in the link. The link is under the description, check it there. So I'm going to use let's use this font and then increase the size of the font so it's very big. I don't like this font. Let me change that to, yeah. So I'm going to use this font for this particular and increase the font size, and then click on the anchor point here, hold Ctrl and drag it up like this. Press enter. Now I'm going to bring in our texture that we want to use for this particular effect. So I'm going to bring this one and then press enter, right click and create a clipping mask. Now the image is inside of this text. Now the next thing to do, according to the texture that you're working with, that's what's going to define what kind of effect you want to do on the text. So for this particular case, I'm going to be using an inner drop shadow for this particular effect. Now let's click on the text and then double click on it, go to inner shadow and then set the angle to this exact angle that we have this texture in. So the angle is 47 degrees, so I will increase the distance a bit and then increase the size, something like this. Then I'll go to the bevel and emboss and increase the opacity here and increase the opacity for the highlight mode and shadow mode. Then increase the size, something like this, and increase the depth. So I would love to like decrease the screen, the blend mode for screen, and then decrease the shadow mode a bit because it looks so odd. So click on contour and then decrease the contour to something like this. So it looks like this now. Now this is the first part. To make it more like a 3D text, click on your text, press Ctrl J to duplicate it to give you a duplicated version. Drag all the effects and delete them. Then use your arrow key and drop it down like this. Now double click on the text, the duplicated version, and then go to your color overlay. Change the color to this ash that you are seeing here, so like a slightly darker version of the ash, and click OK. Now what we'll do next is to add in an inner drop shadow with the same angle and then increase the distance, increase the size to a bit, and then click OK. Now let's adjust it very well so it will match the text. So using your arrow key, press Ctrl J again to duplicate, click on the one at the bottom, move again, it will look more like this. Now this one is not part of what I want to teach you for today, but if you want to make it more like a real 3D, what you just do is zoom in and use your polygonal tool, click on this edge, click like this and click like this, then click on your color and pick this color here. So you create a new layer under all your text and put your paint bucket and paint inside. Press Ctrl G to deselect, move to the next one. So use your polygonal tool, click again, then fill with your paint buckets, move to the next one. Do the same thing. So I'm going to speed this process up so that you can So for now, you're going to just, add the same effects you added to that text. So I'm going to name this layer patches or patch. Convert it to smart object and then click on it. Click on your inner shadow and click OK. So now the text looks like a 3D text. If you want to just group all of them, click on the patch layer and then click on audio layers by holding shift and click. Then press Ctrl G to group and name it text. Press Ctrl J to duplicate and then right click, convert the duplicated version. So turn off the bottom one and convert again, so it's easy to move around. So this is the text, and then you just create the background for it. Slightly ash background, and let's see, like a gradient ash background. So let me add some gradient. So go to gradient overlay. So yeah, set the angle of the light, something like this, and then okay. Now right click and convert it to a smart object, name it BG, and go to your filter, go to add noise, so that we have some texture there, and then double click on the text copy, click on your drop shadow, set the drop shadow angle to where it's supposed to be, increase the distance, reduce the opacity, increase the distance again, and increase the size, increase the noise a bit too, so we have textures, and click OK. So yeah, so this is how you can make your texture text effect on Photoshop. It's very easy. There are many ways to this, but this is just my own process, and I just made it 3D so you can have this this strong thick kind of text on Photoshop. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel so that more people can see this video, and thank you so much for watching. Without any further ado, I'll catch you guys later.